Hello everybody. Welcome. How are we doing today? How are we doing? Sorry I'm late. I just Rod didn't wake up. So now we're here. Now we are awake. I'm painfully aware that the solution to um not waking up is to literally get enough sleep, but I'm a goober. So that's where we're at today. That's where we're at. Managed to get my win streak to 3, then lost it to the second Act 3 boss on my would-be 4th win. Since then, I've mostly been dying in Act 1 again, as usual. I see. True. I mean, have you been picking Snakebite? I heard it's really good at killing Act 1 bosses. I think I've been struggling a lot this patch. Not really sure why, because I feel like the cards that got nerfed were not really things that I cared about. Like, I cared about Prepared for sure. I actually played some non-beta branch Prepared because I played co-op, and I was like, wow. Oh, it's because busted. I think I shouldn't say it like that. It's not even that it's busted. It's like, wow, I just want the ability to exchange 2 cards from my hand for 2 other cards. It's like, please. I've been picking at some and losing with it. Snakebite, yeah. I wonder if there's like an evaluation with like what type of boss or even what type of elite or whatever, but Untouchable was the biggest one for me. That card not being a double defend anymore is a big deal. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think Untouchable is like the only one really. I think like the Flick Flack nerf is whatever. All of the colorless card nerfs is whatever. Like, they nerfed production, and I was like, okay, good. Like, that's supposed to be, yeah. So, I don't know if we got any silly wins off of playing production a bunch of times. I think we might have. But yeah, Flick Flack, prepared. Like, I think, yeah, not having access to just like fix my hand of 2 strikes to be 2 defense is bad. It's just bad. And I wish we had something like that, but we don't. But we don't. Okay. Here we are. Hello. We are in the Spire once again. I do wonder if I should eventually get the other characters to Ascension 10. But I was pretty, how should I say? I was pretty like, yeah, let's just play the one character. Because the temptation in my mind is to want to go play other characters. And I'm like, we are trying to learn a character. We're trying to get a sense for the heuristics and all that I need to be aware of. And to be fair, like, I think a lot of the learning from this character is gonna carry over in the sense that like it's also learning the fights and stuff. Like, I definitely do not have like the boss patterns memorized and stuff, so I think the unlockable relics from the other epochs are character specific. Yeah, the unblockable ones, the ones that go through block. Yeah. Sorry, by that you mean like is there unlockable non character restricted stuff, or are you saying there's like all the unlockable stuff for the other characters are character specific? I'm still waking up a little bit, so so he is what it is. Yeah, I think where do I feel like I'm at with Silent right now? Oh, I think I just still need to. I feel like when I get something powerful, I feel pretty powerful, but then I still don't have a good sense of like if I'm allowed to take duplicates of cards and if the output that I have is enough. Like I picked 2 deflects in a run recently, and it went pretty well because I had 2 acrobatics. I'm like, that's pretty good. I feel like that's an adjustment that I made, technically. A type of adjustment. It was one. You still assumedly have the like kill 15 elites as the Ironclad epoch not unlocked yet, and that one has character specific relics or potions I don't remember behind it. Like character specific, yeah. So, you know, I guess there's the there's the character stuff to unlock still. I don't know. I might grind them to like A10 offline, maybe. I don't know. Just to like get them to A10. I mean, I think you can also just like mod it technically. I think I saw like documentation for that. But yeah, the obvious purpose being, well, okay, you're on A10 now. Congratulations, you didn't learn the character. Yeah. I've heard Regent post like nerf is tough because people were relying on all the broken shit and then they patched out the broken shit and it's like, well, now what does the character do? Yeah, maybe we'll play like another character run at some point. Okay, we have Card Reward Potion, 150 gold, and Transform, Strike, and Defend. I'm a big fan of Double Transform because God knows I need a broken Double Transform in order to win the game. This left side looks a little too risky. This also looks kind of risky. This probably looks safest. And then it's like 4 hallway fights after, which is like crazy. There's that. Yeah. By the way, the game is silent, not like the character. Thank you for letting me know. I do, let's fix that real quick. Okay. I do, change the audio, whatever it's called, the audio things. The audio to go to like channel 1 and 2 to split my voice on the game. For recording stuff offline. And then I forget to put it back. So I guess you wouldn't really be able to try to make like noises. You're able to hear that? Oh, Trov, hey, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. What is up? Are you up slaying your Spire? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so this stuff looks okay. I mean, I guess if we're just not chilling, then we can go over there or something. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's 1 strike, 1 defend here. We just high roll. Precise cut is not good. Not fantastic. I'm just mentioning it to point out there's nothing for silent gameplay-wise. Lock behind grinding the other characters. Yeah, true. It's decent early game damage. Yeah, I mean, I guess if the plan is to, like, play 3 cards out of your hand and then this card, sure. The thing that I find awkward about Precise Cut is the fact that usually 0 costs synergize with card draw, because you want to compensate for the draw opportunity cost of drawing the 0 cost with something like Acrobatics. The problem is that Acrobatics puts more cards in your hand, and then it's, like, really not as good. Then Precise Cut doesn't do damage. I'll take the Acrobatics. It's time to upgrade a few cards, I think. Yeah, sure. Now, see, the loss of max HP doesn't matter if we simply never take damage again, right? That's why you can pay all of your life into losing all of your HP. It's a leading strike. Floor 0, the Hunt, off to a good start. Yeah, Hunt is a really good card. Quite a good one. Pounce, Haze, Dagger Throw. We can take this Haze. A little bit of AoE for us. So tired. So tired. So EP. Okay. Yeah, Haze is AoE. I think we can take Haze. Just assemble the Dragon Balls here real quick. Prep Acro Bouncing Flask. That's rough. I mean, I would probably just snap pick Bouncing Flask, to be honest. Acro is really good, but also it's a common, so, like, you're gonna see it again. It's an accuracy. We do have a leading strike. Sure. Time to upgrade this accuracy. We're all in, baby. We're shivving it up. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you're not dead. Just taking a lot of damage here. I guess maybe I could have tried to draw a strike. It was not going to be a strike. Gosh darn difficult hallway fights. I think this is a decline. Okay. We are certainly hoping for these things to carry me. Could Beetlejuice it. It's only like saving 1 damage. Oh man, I wish I could discard this haze. It's too bad. Throw our big AoE potion. This is 12 here. And 9. Wow. That's crazy. Precise crut? Precise crut? What is it, a crouton? Precise cut actually killing something. Let's go. Big fan of follow through. We do kind of already have AoE. I mean, like, the point is that this is a block. Like, it's basically a block. I think I would like to go to the shop and find an actual block, though. An actual block would be nice. Regal Pillow is really nice, because it's a set heal, and we are at low HP. Okay, we were looking for a block. Expose is also nice, because having modifiers is good. I don't think we're Noxious Fuming. Buy this regen potion. I do want to tell you about my third deck on the win streak, because it was not a poison deck. It was specifically a Noxious Fumes deck with 2 blurs and 3 footworks! Oh shit! Yeah, I mean, that'd do it. That would do it. I finally fought Doormaker for new Doormaker for the first time, and it killed me. Because the deck was like acrobatics stuff. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It was just, look, we have acrobatics. Oh, that was the funny part of it, about it. I mean, spoilers, I guess, but... Okay... Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it, It was like, duplicate my deck. So I was like, oh, we're totally fine here. Like, my deck is duplicated. You know, I heard that it, like, gets your cards and whatever. We're totally fine. And then it had, like, plus 7 billion strength. And I'm like, oh. I don't think I can block, like, 80 damage. I mean, that's not true. I could have blocked 80 damage. It just so happened that my draw was not able to block 80 damage. Is this accuracy part 2? I mean, like... I mean... The next fight's gonna give us a shiv. It's gonna be fine. This next hallway fight is gonna give us a shiv. And it's gonna be great. Oh god. Yeah, Doormaker just does so much damage now, and if you don't get your scaling on turn 1, you're kind of screwed. Yeah. Yeah. That do kind of be how I feel. Piercing Well, Blade Dance, Backflip. Blade Dance. Pop this right away. We have an accuracy in play, so if we find, like, Blade Dance off the top, I think it's worth just popping it now. There's Blade Dance, and we also have... Wow, we have everything. Big damage. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think I would be more interested in taking this deflect if I had another acrobatics. We have a backflip. That counts. Right. What should we upgrade? Just accuracy again? We need to save this Blade Dance for when the Slippery is actually off of it. I'll upgrade Follow Through. 2 weaken is nice. 2 weaken is a lot more than 1. Take 5. 2, sorry. Remembering that I have plating, this is 22. What if I said you do slightly less damage? Oh, they're so tiny! Oh, look at their big tail, but they're so tiny! Oh, who's a little tiny baby? Oh, you're so tiny. Oh, you aren't even aiming at the right place, you little goober. You don't even know where you're aiming, my dude. You're gonna miss. That's not the right place. I'm standing over here. Oh, what a silly little guy. Silly little guy. Equilibrium's kind of nice. Ooh, Equilibrium plus Acrobatics. We're cooking. Bar when he sees someone outside, what the fuck? No, I'm clearly bigger than them. Look, if I move myself, God, I really hope that I can put this back in the right spot. 1551, remember that. No, that's not the right one. 322. Okay. I guess there's a chapter on this one. See, look, I'm bigger. Look, I'm bigger than them. Right? See, look at how much larger I am. See, that thing's tinier than me. That's why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because I'm bigger in this scenario, not because it's the same size. I should probably get the way... probably get out of the way of its tail, huh? It was like 322 or something. 322, there we go. Alright. What were we doing? Attacking and not blade dancing? Okay. It is done. What were we looking for? We're looking for exposed. We didn't find it. Which means I think we still sandbag this blade dance. I think that is okay. Wow, 0 damage, huh? 1 damage, huh? So the hope is we draw our Shiv cards on the reshuffle. We drew a Shiv card on the reshuffle. It's a lot of damage. Holding onto these cards doesn't really do anything. Show me Blade Dance. Thank you. It's getting a little concerned there. Shadow Step, Shadow Meld, and Serpent Form. So I think the thing we're interested in is Shadow Step. If we want the damage. Maybe we don't want damage and we want block. Like the Shadow Meld. I think double accuracy is kind of fine for modifiers for now. We need to find something like bigger to do. So extra energy, upgrade 4, or energy just the sacked. Unfortunately, I don't like either of these. I just really don't like Seal of Gold. I guess the idea is that we just end the fights. That's kind of hard for me, so Upgrade 4 cards. Can hit like... Yeah, we have like 4 cards we want to upgrade. Like, hitting this accuracy is good. Hitting Blade Dance and Shadow Meld is good. Both Backflip, Expose, also Acro, all those are good. I think I want to do the Expose. Just gives you an extra turn to line up the vulnerable correctly, which I think is pretty important. We don't really have AoE. We picked the Haze for AoE with potential of becoming a poison deck. And then we didn't go in that direction, so... What is our plan here? Don't actually feel particularly confident with the deck. What would we be looking for? I think I'd be interested in like a 0 cost that allows me to find my accuracies. So like maybe it would draw cards and perhaps like discard cards at the same time. So we are looking for Calculated Gamble so that we can backflip our acrobatics into find accuracies. Stuff like that. I think I'd just go down the center. Center leaves us with a late elite. The left gives us nothing. It's a lot of hallway fights. I really feel like that modifier that's like less rest sites and less question marks, really like you have to fight a lot of hallway fights. It's quite tough. Here is a block. Oh, Expose is crazy here. Let's go! I should remember that. Exposed evaluation way up. Stonks way up on Exposed. Don't think we need any of these. We don't actually need more than 1 accuracy in this fight, which is really funny. Darn. I was kind of hoping for Blade Dance. This is maybe one of the fights that I'm not really sure if my target evaluation is that good, because I'm not thinking about it very hard. What's up, Mariana? What is up? Welcome everybody over on the short side. It's a Blade Dance. I think we want to use that. Suppose not doing anything here. Very funny. Flick Flack, Ricochet, Leg Sweep. I mean, I think we're good. I think we have like enough weak in the deck. We don't need to add this 2-cost block to our deck. We're looking for something. I just don't think it's any of these things that I'm getting offered. Pump the gas on him. Show me the big... The big one. Give me the big one. These aren't the big ones. Blade Dance. Blade Dance. There's Blade Dance. Nice. Flex Potion, probably better than Weak Potion here. Finisher. I mean, that says do more damage. Doesn't really say... I mean, Backflip says get to acrobatics faster. Yeah, currently the ceiling on our damage is like 24 times like 4. About 96 damage, and then like leading strike. then probably the exposed is worn off by then, so... 96 damage is not enough to kill a boss, and is arguably not enough to kill an elite. So... Finisher is an option. Precise Cut also goes into Finisher. Leading Strike does as well. But it doesn't benefit off accuracy. I feel like I want to... Like, our modifiers are double accuracy, so I do feel like I want to, like, find a Cloak and Dagger or something. But I also don't feel like I can skip this backflip, because we need to be able to block. Okay, well, this is not a boss that I want to be blocking. Not even a boss. This is just a hallway fight. This guy's just a hallway fight. I feel like I just want to press all of my stuffs. This is 24. Can we even block 24? Like, can we even do it? Well, there's a Shadow Bell, so that probably lets us do it. They're doing it again! Why are they doing that? Pray that this is enough damage. Okay, sweet. I guess adding another Blade Dance does add damage. That does add damage to our deck, that is correct. Swift or Nimble? Could add Nimble to Backflip or Deflect. Kind of like evening out the block. Maybe it's Backflip. For the lines where we backflip into playing accuracy, we want more block. Okay, I feel like I've misplayed this fight. I've misplayed this fight before, so my idea has been attack the back one, because by the time that it cycles back around to strategic again, hopefully this one will be dead. Alternatively, how fast do we think our deck is? Because maybe we're not fast enough to kill the one at the back, and then actually it's going to cycle back to this guy. So we are taking, I think it's like 25 damage or something like that next turn, so what is our plan for that? We could have more weaken. So I think this one's like this debuff and then attack for 15. So we want like follow through. So like weaken you, follow through accuracy. So now we can play this defend plus if we want. Or we can just, like, play this Blade Dance. This Blade Dance is 10, this 40 damage. Take 11 for 40 damage. I think it's good to get the combat over, right? But maybe 40 damage there. Because it's going to be attacking next. I do think we need to do damage. Just which one are we hitting? Because it's giving us two things. And that means next turn it's attacking, right? Yeah. Here's a Shadow Bell. Don't think we need to pitch this Haze. This 5. We have Strike, Backflip, Deflect, Accuracy, Expose. I think that means that I don't need to play both of those. So the idea here was maybe like this. 6. 8, 9. Attack next turn. I do kind of want to draw the deflect. Glorified, wow, lied. Glorified blocking position be like. Okay. Prepare, slice, sucker punch. It's gonna be a pass from me, dog. I love not drawing my slide cards with my discard cards ever. Dude, that's my favorite! That's my favorite, dude. That is literally my favorite. Like, I drafted these cards so that I could draw them at the same time. It's kind of like when the scaling is on the bottom of your deck, because it's like, wow, I drafted this card so that I could play it when I had it. So that I could play it, you know, sooner than turn a billion. And then you just drop and turn a billion and you die. It's like, wow, how was I supposed to win? I don't understand. I thought the game was supposed to give me a chance at winning, not draw only attacks on this turn. Okay. I mean, that's actually a good start. Holy damage. Is a second deflect. Another deflect ankle. No. No. Nope. This is going to be a problem. So one in the middle is buffing. We have 30 plus... That's like 50 damage. Plus precise cut. I mean, I guess this is just 50 damage, right? So we wait a turn. We do wait. It's like, hold on a second. They come back. We didn't save on 7 damage, though. Well, I guess Haze is, like, here. Maybe Haze does something. So attacking for 9, we're blowing for 7. By your second accuracy. That is Blade Dance Part 2. Does that kill things? These are 16 each. Which means we have 32, 64 plus expose. I think 64 is just enough regardless, but... Okay, wow. Gonna be totally honest with you, the amount of finite damage in this deck... Usually I go like, oh man, I don't know, like... What if the combat's not over and then I run out of damage? But... That seems to be doing okay right now. Don't think we can reasonably take this dodge and roll, so we pass. It's gonna be another heal, I think, because we want to be able to take 15 damage on some turn eventually. Been doing a metric ton of resting. Okay, we did say that we wanted to draw accuracy off these backflips. We did not. Shadow Meld first was probably correct. So we do gain 22 off of this Shadow Meld, which means we don't have to block. By playing in Exposed, we don't have any of our accuracies in play, so probably not. I'm not playing this Blade Dance either. We can expose the 99 block when the thing gets the 99 block. That's pretty funny. Hello? Where are my accuracies? I put these accuracies in my deck so that I could play them, not so that I could never draw them ever. Hello? Game? Okay, 20 damage over there. It says 9 block. I don't really want to turn around. It's going to be backflip on top, so I guess we are blocking next turn. Which makes me want to, like, play this follow through so that it's weakened. But I really want to play the accuracy. Probably not correct. Okay, show me Blade Dance 2. Not Blade Dance 2. We can play the Squash to keep sandbagging our Expose. Sup, Burger King? How are you? What is up? What is up? Did not do the math. Woke up and found out my hip was thrown out. Aw, what the hell? What the helly? I do hate waking up and having random ass pains. I remember thinking, like, oh, what do you mean, like, oh, I woke up and I slept funny. It's like, no, that's real. Like, that's not real. No, it's real. Oh, God, we're at 1. Oh, I was not... I thought we were, like, good. But we are significantly less good than I thought we were. There's no 0 costs. Yeah, that's for 16. Well, we have to block everything now. Okay. Okay. That was very, very suspicious. Storm of Steel is a way for us to have more shivs in our deck, and I would love that. Non-exhausting shivs, great. Don't think we can allow Vaku to play a turn. Move 3 cards, add Folly at the start. Put a random power from your draw pile into your hand, it's free to play. Random power from my draw pile into my hand. So I start with a free accuracy in my hand. That's pretty good. Do I want to remove 3 cards? I think I just want to start with free accuracy because that means our Blade Dances are more reasonable to play. Bowler hat and aubergine. Sweet. That's value. That's stonks. You're stonks gaming. Okay, I think this. Yeah, this shop is nice. Goodness. It's like, I don't really want to fight an elite because I'm not confident. But if we were going to fight an elite, then I think we would do it here after this shop. And then we can choose to, like, we're probably not going here. We can choose to go here and then probably fight a second elite. I think that looks right to me. You have a very lean deck. I think I have 27 cards in it. It's not, like, the most lean. Free accuracy. Here's not free accuracy. Should play this game again. I've been taking a break after hitting 130 losses. So true. I mean, I think that that's, like, reasonable. If you... I think I wouldn't want to play a game if I lost that many times. I'm assuming in a row. Or maybe just in general. What am I doing? Drawing Blade Dance? I have not won a single attempt. Reasonable. The game can be quite difficult. It is, in fact, a hard game. I need to remind myself sometimes that, like, you know, people don't play on Ascension 10. You know what I mean? I got very close about 4 times now. Clearly, we need to do the Burger King coaching stream and be like, hey, I want to see what is happening in these runs. With all due respect. I'm just really curious. I think we want this leading strike. Or is maybe the way that we do this is we are going to have, like, we're just gonna have Storm of Steel be all of our Shiv production. And then we have, like, backflips into Storm of Steel, and that's kind of our plan. Yeah, I don't think we need to add, like, another strike. Why is this glowing? It's usually just misplays or not drafting the cards I need to. Okay, that covers about everything you could possibly be doing in, say, the Spire. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, like, oh, well, what happened in your run? Or, like, what happened in that one? Like, the one run that I was playing was I built a deck with... Like, I doubled my deck, and I had, like... maybe 4, maybe 6... acrobatics in there, and then I fought Doormaker, and I was like, oh, I die. I just die, you know what I mean? That's crazy. I'd have to look through and figure out the pattern. Maybe I tend to end up a deck of like 30 to 40. Yeah, 30 to 40 is, like, quite a bit. Like, I'm gonna draft this Blade Dance. But... like, this deck isn't actually 29 cards because it has 2 powers and 3 Blade Dances in it. So... they'll probably cut down to 30 or less. Yeah, it's like... listen, I think picking cards is good. Like, I think if you're playing a 21-card deck in Act 3, like, that's impressive to me. that you were able to only get the good cards. Because I feel like picking cards for me is kind of like I need my deck to do more than what it's currently doing. Right? Like, listen, man, like, a backflip isn't going to solve the boss combat. So I can't pick, like, backflip, dagger throw, flick flag. Like, that's, I hate to break it to you, that's not enough output to kill the Act 1 boss. Right? But I did pick the backflip because I wanted block, and I did pick the dagger throw because I wanted a strike plus. I did pick the flick flag so that it could have AoE. So, like, we have a core of something that's going on there, but it's not doing enough. And then I won't find, like, a signpost card, like an accuracy. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'll just keep picking stuff that I hope does something. Right? But, yeah, I mean, that's, like, it's probably a lot of cards. It's, unfortunately, a lot harder to staple together a pile deck now that Prepared is dead. It's very sad. Maybe pass. Question is usually just what is the most impactful ones to take and what to remove. I usually look at what I've drafted and then think about what I could use with my pieces. I've been having more success on Regent than I have Silent lately due to Forge. It's kind of interesting. For once in my life, I would have taken the gold seal from Tez Katara since I gained like 50 gold from all my fights. I'm guessing you didn't actually get it, based on the wording there. I would like acrobatics too. I would like piercing whale. Ninja scroll is actually pretty sweet because we start with an accuracy in our hand. Pale was your Act 2 ancient, okay. I think we can remove a strike. I think we overdraw on turn 1, now that I think about it, because this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, and then we draw 5. That's a little unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? I think we want Shiv pluses. Do we want Shiv pluses? Oh my god, we could have taken cannon for Shiv pluses. Oh, that would have been so crazy. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Let's go ahead and... I feel like I just want to upgrade my blocks. Like, because we don't have a footwork, and that kind of makes me want to have more blocking power. Avoiding elites in Act 1 may also be a contributing factor. I've seen just how impactful artifacts can be. Yeah. I mean, the stipulation... Well, because this is the other thing, too. Because I don't know if you knew this, but... elites have a higher chance at dropping rare cards. So... you want to fight an elite so that you can see a rare card that could potentially, like, dramatically change the context of your run. I didn't know that. Yes. At least that's how they worked in Spire 1. There was a higher chance at them dropping rares, so... So you might get the rare that just, like, says you beat the Act 1 boss, and then you just win. Okay, so this is now... I feel like we should be blocking, but I really don't want to. Let's keep that in mind for future runs. Yeah, the other thing, too, with any kind of, like... avoidance-based strategy, I guess. This is more of like a philosophical observation, to be fair, and like, you know, maybe I should say that this is something that you could observe philosophically. That's what I should say. Like, if you avoid something, you never learn how to do it, right? That's kind of just how that works. So, provided that there's a benefit in doing something, and you're not doing it, then that's kind of like hurting yourself. All the time you spend not learning how to do something will have you not learn that thing. Hidden Daggers is a shiv producer. I think I want to say that our shiv plan is, like, robust, but it's really not. Still scared about our block situation. I don't think Hidden Daggers helps that. We have 2 acrobatics, so, like... Oh, and Storm of Steel. So I kind of like this Untouchable. Still feel like our block isn't, like, really there. Okay. Also, taking fights is important, not just to see more cards, but the more common cards you see in card rewards, the higher the odds of the next roll being a rare becomes. Yes, that is true. So basically, similar to the... What's it called? We talked about the like... It's not Hot Hand Fallacy, it's the other one. It's like the fallacy of... like, if I keep losing, well, eventually I'll win. That is baked into how card rewards work. Again, this is all Slay the Spire 1 stuff, but I'm assuming it is the same. Like, it's a good system, so I'm assuming they're still using it in Spire 2. Is that, like, the more common cards you see, the higher chance of, like, seeing an uncommon, higher chance of seeing a rare. Once you actually find a rare, I think it affects uncommon rate as well. Maybe it doesn't. But I know that it definitely affects rares, and then when you actually see a rare, your chance resets. So that's why it's like fighting at least 1 elite, like maybe 2, like you're trying to bank, like you're trying to grab 1 or 2 rares, right? If you do a few hallway fights, and then maybe fight 2 elites, and then maybe you also have 2 relics that like tell you what your run's supposed to be doing, stuff like that. I have 13 out of 37 HP, by the way. Just wanted to mention that. Am I old? Is that funny? I feel like... I don't know if that's funny or not. Here's Defend Plus, so we can play this accuracy. You don't get the joke? It's 1337. I'm elite. I'm elite. It's elite speak. Okay, our block is surprisingly low. Dang, frail. That was before my time. Oh, don't say that. Oh, God. I feel like my bones just turned to ash. Okay, let's use this potion. Stormer Steel for 0. Let's go. Not that it matters, but... Well-laid plans. Blade Dance copy... What is this? 3? We can't, man. I wonder if Well-laid plans helps me block because of Shadow Meld. Like, we get to hold Shadow Meld, or Deflect, or Untouchable, or Piercing Wail. Putting Adwa on my slide cards is kind of sick. Yep. That sounds pretty sick. I wondered what the difference between that and not Swift, Nimble was. And aside from, I think it gives more block, it's, you can put it on any card, which is pretty sweet. I was in preschool when lead speak was common. Stop! Stop, bro. I'm already dead, dude. You can't do this. You can't do this to me. Oh, God. I actually think my body hurts from you saying that. This is an AoE block. And we're still taking like 3. Is that a problem? Don't think it is. We're not! We have this thing! The Gorget! We have the Georget. Flar, I won the run I was telling you about. Which run was that? You should remind me. What was the run? Also, welcome. Welcome, welcome. The Tough Bandages Sly run. I want to be like, oh, wow, nice. Nice. Bar 2006 was 20 years ago. Stop. I don't care. Stop it. So stop reminding me. Wow, Tough Bandages and Sly. That's really impressive. Oh shit, Well Laid Plans is one of the cards that I could draw off the thing. I did not think about that. I mean, I guess it's fine, but also, whoops. It's a little bit of an oops. This fight is going to kill me. By virtue of it not being able to block, or not being able to do damage. I think not being able to block matters more. I've gotten it out of my system, thank you. Thank you for not continuing to beat my face into the ground. Escape plan. Shadow meld. Stop! 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 Don't tell me that! Do not tell me that the GameCube was released in 2001. I'm taking so much psychic damage right now, it's crazy. Welcome, Rav. Okay, I'm a little concerned that I'm not going to have any strength, so I'm just going to, like, start throwing potions. I'm going to ban all of you. I'm gonna do it. There will be no chatters left in my chat. I swear to God. Resident Evil person. Ah! Guys, why are you doing this to me? Why do you like seeing me in pain? Am I going to be able to get rid of its artifact? I don't actually know. I guess I can draw Expose still. Expose does get rid of all of its artifact. Those are not Expose. A little anemic. Why not? It's funny. I'm dying here, guys. Please. It is attacking for, like, a big number next turn. So... Oh, it's not next turn. It's the turn after this. Whoops. Probably would have changed what I was doing. Don't worry, Flar, I also deal psychic damage to myself with that mutual destruction. Ugh! Why do we do this? Oh my goodness, I have no block at all in my hand. What the hell? I just dead? Do I die? What the hell? Man... This run was going totally fine until I took 33 damage to the face. What the fuck? What the hell? I guess I had to hold a block? Hold on a second. Well, we're dead, but also... First Pokemon anime released in 1997. Brutal. Okay. I think we just didn't well-laid plans a block in our hand. We were too busy trying to find Expose that we didn't do anything else. Did we... What is our draw order here? Yeah, I held the back hook because I was like, it's gonna attack me. So I guess we can just, like, do this. And hold back flip. I mean, we literally just, like, were not paying attention because I was taking too much psychic damage and then I died. Alright, well, we were totally fine. We just, like, didn't play this fight correctly. This is once again a hold backflip type angle. Could draw Storm of Steel. We did not. So next turn is like backflip into Storm of Steel, and then I think that's lethal. Okay, well, we literally just, like, had to use our well-laid plans, and then we didn't use it. Oh, that's really stupid. Oh, that's a dumb way to lose. Alright. That sucks. Chat's fucking distracting me! Stop distracting me with all of these facts about when stuff came out! How dare you! Jeez. So rude. Darn, I was really hoping to, like, win with a double accuracy Shiv deck. Unfortunately, like, the margins on... the margins on playing a Shiv deck are tight. Like, you do need to play the game really well. Otherwise, you don't win. As opposed to a poison deck, where you can just, like, throw poison on it, and then it's like, I guess I'll block for a few more turns. It's probably good. Okay. Transform a card. Flick flack. What are we doing here? Everything went to shit as soon as I joined, huh? I mean, we kind of forgot that our well-laid plans was in play. That looks nice. It doesn't look as nice when there's 4 hallway fights right before it, and a hallway fight immediately after it, and then another lead fight immediately after it. Wow, these paths suck. These all suck. And then late shop. Or if we're feeling confident. That's the if we're feeling confident, then this is only 3 fights. Okay. It is very funny to me, like, how... I will constantly talk about how dramatically different it is to play off-stream. And I remember watching an episode of Game Grumps. And Aaron started a story, like, I think, like 4 times. Like, the same story, like, 4 times. And then just never finished it. And I was like, what the hell, man? Like, just say the damn thing. You started your train of thought, finish it. But it's surprisingly kind of difficult to keep your train of thought when you're playing a video game. Who would have known? I never appreciated it until I started doing it. Just be funny, streamer. Ask comment. Yeah. Okay, so this one's debuffing, and then it's gonna multi-hit. And then it's gonna do its regular attack, then it's gonna debuff again. It's a 3-turn cycle. We want to stun it when it goes to debuffing. We want to stun this one when it goes to debuffing, I think. If we have enough damage. Okay, we were never going to have enough damage, which is really funny, but I think we can block this turn. But that also means we're currently targeting the wrong one. Okay, now we are getting double attacked. This one's attacking for 9. We're definitely drawing attacks next turn, so I think this is okay. The only problem would be if we didn't draw strike and or neutralize. Okay, like I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna fucking crash out. I swear to God. It's like we just didn't need to. We just needed to draw a strike, a single strike. I'm tilting. I think there should be more corpse slug-like enemies, like ones that get stunned when you kill one of the other ones. Or like that stun when you hit HP thresholds or something like that. The former. Fuck, I did the thing where I asked you 2 questions, but actually I can't keep track of the 2 questions that I asked you, and I was expecting an answer that had all of the context, despite the fact that... Did you know that asking questions that have, like, kind of 2 options, it's a lot better when, like, you're paying adept attention as if it's, like, a skill testing decision. When you're paying attention to the person you're talking to. But in the instance that you aren't fully paying attention to the person that you're talking to, you just end up looking like an idiot. And it's really quite questionable at that point. It's quite dubious, you could say. So we were talking about the enemy design of corpse slugs. And then I said things that get stunned when you kill other things, and then I think I said things that get stunned when you hit HP thresholds. So specifically when you kill another enemy, but they get buffed. Okay, that's fair. I think that's pretty reasonable. I guess I don't feel like there needs to be more of that in the pool. Because, like, having more... maybe I should consider doing the math first. What if I did the math first and then didn't take 1 billion damage to the face? Because Act 1's going great. Collect Poison Stab. Nothing that I want. Please just give me a discard? Hello? But yeah, because I think the fights are already, like, good. Game's already released, it's fine. We don't need any other anything in the game. Everything is fine. Don't balance anything, don't change anything. It's all good. It is buffing. This would be 25. This doesn't actually stun it, which is really funny to me. Right? This goes to 76. We survive at 1. Ah, come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Ah. Yeah, this is only 13, right? This is 18. Well, happens. All we had to do was draw our 25 damage thing again and not have it be in the bottom 3 cards of my deck. What the hell, man? To be fair, if we took, like, less damage off of the slugs fight or whatever, just... In general, it's like, usually that's not the mistake, is when you're dying at 1 HP. It's usually like, well, you took 20 damage, like, 2 hallway fights ago, so that's the problem. Okay, let's go ahead and take New Leaf. We'll do this again. Transform another strike into accuracy. Well, it's time for the Shiv run back, I suppose. It's time for the Shiv blow your back out. Okay, well, all these paths suck. Man, it turns out that if they just give you 7 billion more hallway fights and no rest sites, that the game looks a lot harder. It's like, I kind of want to do this, and then the problem is that if we're losing by this point, like, we can't really do anything about it. Like, we can't dodge. So we do kind of just need to get our accuracy, which means, or Shiv card, which means I think we can go to the shop to try and buy a common, so. Doormaker took my Ascender's Bane? Awesome. That's awesome. Follow through while he plans Predator. Big follow through fan. These do not have shivs on them. So do we continue not doing anything? We can't buy the jackpot, unfortunately. Holding follow through is kind of interesting. Also, buying Bouncing Flask is like a way to do more damage. So the question here is, do I just like not buy anything with the hopes that my draft works out? It's always the question. We have 2 up to 3 fights to get a common Shiv producing card. There's like a bunch of them. Could be card removal, yeah. I was thinking like maybe Strength Potion or like Liquid Memories. I like buying potions to beat elites more than I like removing cards. Personally. Which I guess it's like, is accuracy enough? It's not enough if we don't find a Shiv card, but we're trying to find a Shiv card. But also 2 extra damage on my strikes, and follow through is pretty good. Alright. I enjoy taking shops later so I don't have to choose between them. Yeah, I mean, we went to the shop with full intention of finding a Shiv card, and we didn't find one. Test subject attacking for 68 on turn 3 while weakened. Yeah, I think I had him attacking for like 109 the other day, which is really funny. I think that deck lost, but not to test subjects. That we can do a lot of work. Okay. Well, one of these is going to have a Shiv in it. One of these has got to have a Shiv in it, right? One of them is going to have... We're going to have some kind of Shiv card. Our accuracy is going to be really good because we wouldn't have drafted any other cards by that point. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so good. This guy's fucking attacking me for 16, bro. Another strength potion. Blade Dance is Shivs. It's not great because if we fight Skulking Colony, we're so dead. But, you know, it does something. Is 8 plus 6. I guess we can use one of these. This is now 38. We have no shivs on our deck anymore. Backstab, untouchable follow through. Well, if we keep adding finite damage to our deck and then get roasted by Skulk and Colony, I guess there's only myself to blame. Makes our Gardener's fight quite a bit better. I mean, we could just dodge. I think we have to dodge. I think we'll get an Axe 4 when the game is fully released. I want to say pretty likely. Let's say that is fairly likely. Off of no other reason except for, like... It's just vibes, you know what I mean? Like, vibes, I feel like I could do another act after Act 3. Kind of vibes, you know what I mean? Excuse me. Second. What deck did you get 143 max HP from? Might start a defect run when you die to this elite. That's not very nice. You don't know if I'm gonna die to this elite. I probably will, but you don't know that. You can at least have, like, a little bit of faith in me. I think this is enough, actually. Not that the strike mattered, but... Dragon Fruit, Bowler Hat, Aubergine, plus Lucky Fish. Lucky Fish is whenever you get gold? Is that how that works? That's pretty lit. Oh, darn. Darn Gardeners. That's a Cloak and Dagger. Yup. Yup. Fish is gold when you pick a card. Dragon Fruit is when you get gold pickups. I see. Damn, he lived? Sure did. You thought I died? Well, I didn't. Speedster, Mirage, Dagger Throw. I want to upgrade this This Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if I need it, like, next fight. So I guess we heal first. Take my big rock. My 12-run losing streak is over. Let's go. This isn't enough, even if I get strength. Yeah, well, I've got you beat. I'm on like a 70-run losing streak. I guess we did need to heal. It's another Blade Dance. Sure. It's a shame that I have, like, no HP. It's a shame that I have, like, no HP. Definitely want the acrobatics. And... Piercing Whale for later, or another Cloak and Dagger. Let's take another Cloak and Dagger, why not? We should add a losing streak counter. I think I'm good. I think I'll pass. Every time Flora loses, he has to take a shot of flat Mountain Dew. Joke's on you, I'm into that. Okay, do we have any other scaling to put into play? I guess if we want to hit, like, Cloak and Daggers and Blade Dances at the same time. This is Cloak and Dagger. I think we'd rather draw 2 Blade Dances. Just get them out of our deck. That's 1 Blade Dance. Kind of sucks. That means my next turn is, like, Acrobatics plus Blade Dance. This kind of sucks. Not the draw order we wanted. Well. Well. Damn. 1 accuracy wasn't enough? For real? Darn. It's fair, I guess. Maybe we need an upgraded accuracy. Perhaps. You drew shit? I don't know about that. Maybe. Confused on why you used the energy potion so early. Yeah, that was on the turn where it was like... I don't remember what the turn was. I remember I was thinking something. It's definitely thinking something. Lose all of your gold? I feel like when I take scroll boxes, I lose. Which is exactly why I'm gonna do it. Where's our shop? Alternatively, scroll boxes could be the best thing ever, and then we just win. Wow. Could be literally nothing, or it could be super awesome. In turn 5, you energy potion so that you could play a strike. Yeah, I guess I just, like, assumed that I could do enough damage before, like, I had no dexterity. But I guess the thought was energy potion could allow us to block more on a turn where we need more block. It makes sense. You can also just save and quit to see if you get something good. Yeah, we would never do that. That is literally not something that I would ever do. This is pretty terrible, though. We've got the classic Mirage, Blade Dance, Anticipate, or Dagger Throw, Prepare, Expertise. And these both suck. Lar has too many morals. I mean, I just don't understand why you would play a game and then, like, cheat. It just doesn't make sense. Like, all of the rules are made up. Like, all of this, literally this entire screen with every single value, with every single relic, every single card, with every single word and every single effect, is all fucking made up. Like, we constructed these rules so we could have fun. That's the entire point of why we did it. So why would I go out of my way to not follow the rules? When the point of making the rules in the first place was to have fun. My deck just now had an Anticipate and it was pretty sweet. Yeah, the problem with this Anticipate is that it's paired with Mirage Blade Dance. Left is an actually coherent start to a build. Sometimes the rules are bad. What? Sometimes the rules are bad. Let me think about that. I guess that's where, like, I tend to differ from people. Which, like, this is something that I maybe arguably feel strongly about, but I'm not really sure. But, like, I assume generally when I'm, like, consuming a piece of art that someone else made that, like, I can be happy by not changing things. Or, like, I guess the idea is that it's, like, you know, there's happiness and complacency. You know what I mean? Or, like, accepting things as they are. So it's like, if you judge everything and then go like, well, I want things to change, and then you keep judging things and wanting them to change, then you keep changing things, then you, like, perpetuate a cycle that the only way you can be happy is by changing things. So, like, I guess I just accepted a long time ago that, like, the thing in front of me is the thing that I get. And that I can just, like, be happy with that. Like, I'd be significantly less happy if I wanted to win more games of Slay the Spire. And the fact that I am not winning a lot of games of Slay the Spire right now bothers me, so therefore I'm unhappy. And it's like, nah, man, we're just having fun. So, like, I'm not... Like, I'm good. Not in this case, but there's points where I realized my self-imposed rules were just bad. I think making a decision based off of whether you... Like, you're telling me that the reason why you would break the rules is because there was an experience of having self-imposed rules being bad. Right? But that's not, like... Like, the core of that thought isn't having the most fun. I guess. Right? So, like, I recognize at a philosophical level that changing things that are in front of me does not lead to happiness. Like, constantly judging things and wanting them to change, and then them either not changing or whatever, like at a philosophical level, that just, like, doesn't... Like, I know that doesn't work, basically. Right? So I guess there's that. So I go like, well, I want to, to the best of my ability, just take things for as they are. And then I guess you could say that, well, if there was a way to optimize the amount of fun that you can have by breaking the rules, then you should do that. Which is also why I save scum to find out if, like, I could have won a fight or to learn something about the fight or whatever, because that's in service of having fun. Right? But I'm only doing it in service of having fun. But also I think that the, like, core of making that decision is... Yeah. The core belief of making that decision is that I think that the gameplay should be upheld within the gameplay itself, and not any ways that I feel like I'm trying to circumvent the rules of the gameplay by using, like, saving features or whatever, which I've already talked about. Yeah. So it's like, I guess my head or my thought is like, I'm trying to optimize the most amount of fun as possible, and I know that comes from not changing the game. Like, it has less to do with, like, doing everything I can to win the game by, like, save scumming or whatever. It has more to do with, like, the moment-to-moment decisions are fun, and being able to save scum the decisions undermines the decisions that I make. So I shouldn't save scum the decisions. So I guess that's what my thought is. What I'm saying is that, like, that doesn't come... So, like, the reason why I'm talking about this so much is that, like, you have said in the past, like, why do you have morals? You keep making decisions that are, like, morally related. It's like, I don't think that... Like, I wouldn't be making moral decisions that are based on, like, well, I'm trying to uphold, like, guys, the sanctity of the game or something. You know what I mean? It's like, I just know, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I just know that, like, undermining my decisions by using ways to circumvent, like, the importance of my decisions, like, makes the decisions less fun. Right? How the fuck am I supposed to take my decision seriously if I can just, like, save scum every single fight? Then my decisions don't fucking matter anymore. Like, they don't matter because I can just redo them. Like, I want my decisions to have consequences so that, like, making the right decision actually matters. Like, does that track? Does that make sense? Honestly, saying morals as a joke rather than anything, we have a bit of a different mindset when it comes to that. Okay, you guys typed a bunch of stuff. If I don't like the rules of the game, I play a different game rather than try to morph the game into something I like more. Yeah. And I guess, so, like, this is the other thing, too, is that, like, I feel like oftentimes when people morph games that, like, in the sense of, like, this is a rule set, and it's like, I'm gonna morph the rule set. It's like, assuming that your adjustment to the game is going to make it more fun, which, like, can be the case, and that's totally fair. That's, like, why modding exists. Like, that's valid. That is a real thing, right? Just trying to think. Yeah, so it's like you are allowed to mod things, and you are allowed to make, like, the play space of whatever you think is the most fun. Like, you're allowed to do all of those things. And I guess what I'm saying is that, like, from my design background and my lived experiences and my general philosophy on how to live life, is that, like, the way to have my decisions feel like they matter is to make them matter. The more I make my decisions not matter, the less fun I will have. In, like, most directions. The restrictions that are imposed are what makes the fun in games, basically, because they give you decisions that matter. Like, that's just like the core of how all gameplay works. Like, you can only choose to dodge or attack in an action RPG. You can't really do both at the same time. And then if you make a game where you can do both at the same time, then it makes like a completely different texture of gameplay, right? And then you can make a game that's about dodging and attacking at the same time. So if there's no opportunity cost between doing that, then like you can make an entirely new game that does like completely different things. But like I don't need to do that in Dark Souls because that's like not what the game is about. Right? The game is about choosing to dodge, block, or attack. And then the different types of attacks. Like, those are all the decisions. Why would I want to undermine the decisions by being able to do all of them at the same time for free? It's like about opportunity cost. So, if you play enough times, you'll even out the win-loss ratio at some point. 0 to 1 in Slay the Spire's favor. If it's in the game and doesn't require a glitch to me, it's a part of the rules, established rules. Yeah, I think I just disagree with that because it's like, so saving, I view something like saving and quitting and like any kind of data manipulation as like not part of the rule set for gameplay. Those are like stipulations that we add to games so that games function. They're not like gameplay, right? Like saving and quitting is in like every single game, but like choosing between a pile of 3 cards and choosing to play cards on my turn and what cards I play are like something that only happens in this game. Or like to the degree that the gameplay exists in this game, that like only exists in this game. So like I don't view saving as like a unique thing that is like part of the gameplay of this game. Because, and I guess the thing is, it's like, well, if it doesn't require a glitch, it's like, then you need to, like, define what a glitch is, I suppose. And then it's like, could you say that, like, a glitch is, like, unintended gameplay, regardless of, like, how that happens? And then maybe that's just, like, saving and quitting in general, right? But my problem with saying, like, as long as it doesn't require a glitch, it's like, well, you know, you need to have, like, some part of your brain screwed in to be able to say, like, no, I don't think that this is part of the intended gameplay experience. Right? The only time I've saved scum Slay the Spire is a run where my friend played the Gambit on a turn where they would take 2 damage, then died immediately on the next turn. It's kind of funny. I mean, you are allowed to choose to save scum whenever you, like, whenever you want. I just think that, like, the rule set that requires you to make the most amount of accurate decisions that are fun and feel like you're playing the game is when you cannot save scum. So, like, yeah, you could play the, like, I save scum in offline runs for a, like, variety of reasons. Either because, like, I want to keep playing the run because it's fun, or, like, you know, I want to see if the deck has enough output for, like, the place that I think it is. Like, in that fight against the big sword guy who attacked me for 45, I, like, just, like, literally didn't use well-laid plans when I could have won me the fight very easily. I just, like, literally didn't do that. So, that's on me. Take something like Baldur's Gate 3, you can choose to save in between every attack so you never miss and never get hit, but that would be incredibly boring, but also within the rules from that perspective. Yeah, exactly. So, I guess that's sort of my problem with the stipulation, that it's like, well, as long as that's within the rules, it's fine. It's like, yeah, but that promotes you to, like, that encourages you to find ways to do that. You know what I mean? Like, that encourages you to find ways to do stuff like, well, save between every attack. It's like, well, technically it's within the rules. It's like, we're not trying to fight the rules here. You know what I mean? Like, we're not... Like, we're not trying to beat the rules. The rules aren't our enemy for the purposes of, like, well, actually, there's this slight circumvention that it can make, and actually it does this. It's like, no. Like, there's so many games you could be playing. You know what I mean? We likely won't ever come to an agreement on that, but that's fine. It's not really something I see as worth arguing about unless one party is being obnoxious about it. Yeah, I mean, your qualifier is that someone is being obnoxious about it. Do I feel like talking about saving and quitting every single time I make some kind of decision is, like, obnoxious? Not really. I mean, usually when I go on this kind of tangent, it is because it's like, I really wish you could understand what I'm saying, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Poi's example is probably the best example. And I guess it would be like, well, yeah, I guess that's a good question. So do you believe it would be okay to, like, save and quit between every single Baldur's Gate roll for the purposes of, like, never taking damage and only ever hitting things? Right? Like, is that something you would genuinely be interested in doing? If the answer to that question is yes, then I'm like, okay, sure. It's fine. Where are we going? I think it's... So I don't actually want to fight this lead, but if our deck is really good, then we could. I think this is better. We have no gold. I think this goes to here. All right. Oh, we could have blocked. Follow through, dodge and roll, and snake bite. Prepare lets me play snake bite more freely. What if you make a snakebite grand finale deck? I don't know if that's possible. My example is a bit extreme in that it's incredibly unfun, whereas Safe Scumming and Slay the Spire could be fun even if you disagree with the choice. Yeah, I mean, like, it's unfun due to load times, you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I think just because there are other ways for it to be unfun doesn't mean that it won't be unfun for the other reasons too, right? Like, you can do it, that probably won't be an interesting experience, and I probably won't do it. Yeah, so I guess there's, like, defining what the fun experience is important. Right? Let me think about it. Okay, so I think the important thing about the example, or the Baldur's Gate experience, or Baldur's Gate example, the important thing about the example is that, like, it is important for you to have some responsibility about what your gameplay experience is. You should think about what is fun about the gameplay experience and choose to do that. So in the most extreme example, if you completely disregard what the gameplay experience is and choose to, like, you know, save scum every single roll, you will end up with an experience that is like 7 billion loading screens of Baldur's Gate. And I think even without the loading screens, it would be pretty unfun, personally. So, like, you have some responsibility as a player to keep yourself in check, to not, like, do that. However, right, it's like, you can still choose to make the gameplay experience for yourself fun in whatever way you want that to be. So in the example of save scumming in Slay the Spire, if I went into the run saying, like, I can save scum, that's fine, I'm going to do it, and it's just going to be fun, right? Like, we can do this run. If I say, okay, we have now started this run, and I'm going to save scum whenever it is beneficial to me, and I'm just going to have fun doing that. And, like, we're all on the same page. Like, I'm not saying you can't... I'm not saying that it is impossible to have fun by doing that. It is possible. But what I am saying is that if I choose to go into a run to not save scum, and I feel like the real way of winning at Slay the Spire involves engaging with the opportunity cost of the decisions that I make without any extra knowledge from save scumming, and I believe that that is the truest way of playing the game in a way that you would actually be winning the game, then I can't on floor 30 be like, oh, well, actually, I feel like saving and quitting this fight because, actually, you know what I mean? It's like something I should be deciding in advance to have the most fun. Because if I say I'm going to do something and then I keep changing my mind about it when it's convenient for me, then I feel like I'm making excuses. Is what I think. And I think that, I guess, like, whenever I see stuff where, like you said, well, it's within the rules of the game, like, usually the mindset that I've seen with people like that are that, like, they will jump through infinite hoops to justify themselves. Like, there are people who, like, go through infinite hoops to justify themselves. And, like, they will find any reason. They will find any reason to save scum. And it's like, we don't need to have complicated reasons for doing so. We just need to be on the page, the right page, and realize what the differences are. Like, it's more fun to see the entirety of a Slay the Spire run if you can, like, play the entire Slay the Spire run. That's why it's more fun to save scum and just, like, kind of play on chill mode and just, like, play the game, right? That's a very reasonable gameplay space to be defining for yourself. On the other hand, I literally cannot benefit from playing a run where I don't save scum by save scum. It's just a decision I'm making. It's a different gameplay space that I'm creating that gets undermined if save scumming is even in my thought space. Right? So by virtue of laying out in advance that I am never going to save scum on stream for the purposes of winning a run, that bringing it up doesn't make sense. I guess that's what I'll say. Both gameplay spaces are fine, as long as you want to do that. And also, like, it is partially your responsibility as a player to figure out what is fun. If this run is cool and wins, you'll have to cut out so much for this video. I don't think so. Like, only... like... This is all kind of in one chunk. So, like, I can just cut it. It's not that hard. But yeah. So I guess I'm associating people who say, well, as long as it's not a glitch, then it's within the rules and that's fine. I'm associating that with people who fundamentally don't take responsibility for the gameplay experience. But if you're doing it and taking care of your taking responsibility of your gameplay experience, then it's probably fine. Right. Like, you can cognizantly go into it and be like, this is what I'm defining as the gameplay experience, and I'm just going to do that. And then I'm slanted more towards not doing that. Like, I generally mod less and play the game more. It's only like 10-ish minutes. Yeah. So anyways, like, hopefully that makes sense. I think the core of what I was trying to get at is the last thing I said, which is like, I think that whenever I load up a game, I'm trying to have the most fun as possible, because I only have so much time. So my way of optimizing fun is the way that I've described, because the opportunity costs of my decisions are important. So the best way to do that is to suffer the consequences of my actions and then, like, continue playing the game. So even in, like, casual Commander, it's more fun to, like, make mistakes and then, like, kind of deal with it. And then it's really fun if I make mistakes, deal with it, and then come out on top. Right? So, that is to say that, like, that is how I'm going to choose to play the game. Because it's more fun for me that way. It doesn't mean you can't have fun the other way. But also, doing it with some degree of cognizance, I think, is important. Because finding, like, again, the caricature that I'm painting in my head is, like, someone who just, like, constantly makes excuses, like, logical excuses for, like, why it's okay to cheat, basically. It's like, if you're gonna cheat, just do it. Like, and then be like, this is the gameplay space that I want to make. It's like, yeah, but you are cheating. Fine. It's okay. I also had a lot of fun making my party invisible in Baldur's Gate 3, and then just, like, whacking things that couldn't attack me. It was pretty fun. Okay. So, we are playing a run of Slay the Spire that I'm not going to save skim in. And I don't know what I'm taking here. So we have, like, expertise. Expertise can draw, follow through. Take a throw, draws follow through, and it's not very good. And we have Snakebite. I think I want the Snakebite because the idea was that prepared can let us play it. And also we can, like, assemble it in our hand, which is kind of cool. But certainly Act 1 prepared is, like, not incredible. But this is the hand that we were talking about, where we can go, like... Well, ideally I wanted to draw a block there, but... Beep. Rip prepared. So dedge. Backstab, poison stab, backflip. I guess backflip is better if we can resolve prepared. But we, like, don't have damage, so I'm gonna take this backstab. Like, these are interesting ideas that I'm not gonna do. Who knew removing the D would cause such a change? Yeah. And it has an energy cost now? Yeah, it's really tough. Okay, well, this is not who we wanted to see because it's gonna attack us for 1 billion and we're gonna die. And that's really tragic. It's Take No Damage McGee. This is, in fact, Take No Damage McGee. And we have no blocks. I guess I'll just take 18. Sounds good. Oh my god. We're dead. Well, we're not. Technically, we're not. We go down to 1. It's like I don't actually want to draw the prepared. What if I, like, draw it and then I use this energy potion to use it? We still dead. This is 17. And then this is, like, not 32. No, it says the poison's gonna kill it! I don't understand! I don't understand! Alright, sweet. Clammed Lamau. Yeah, I feel like only being able to do 15 damage to it is, like, really hard. That makes that fight quite difficult. Okay, new leaf. Meow's Torment, Cursed Pearl. Cursed Pearl. There's a shop before that elite. There's a bonfire between those and that one and that. So we could choose to go here. If we want to take this Cursed Pearl. Or we could do, like, Meow's Fury and then, like, fight stuff this way. Which I feel like requires too much skill. So we're gonna not do that. Used to be 20 damage. I am aware it used to be 20 damage. That's why I'm commenting on how sad I am that it's now 15. 3 elite path for the content. Well, unfortunately, none of these runs are content. So... because we've lost all of them. Do it for the vine. Well, hopefully this shop is good. I don't know if losing an Act 1 is content. Yeah. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know if it's content. Well, we've lost every run taking follow-through, which means that this is gonna do a thing. Vine came out in 2013, by the way. I was gonna say, when did Vine come out? I feel like that's a good question to be answering. Hot take TikTok is worse Vine. Cold take. Seems pretty cold, yeah. I think I would need to use TikTok in order to have an opinion on it. Wait a second. Wait a second. I did use TikTok for, like... I used it for, like, a little bit. A, very cold take. B, Vine also sucks. Okay, I don't want to commit to the snakebite because we have a shop coming up. And we are going to be fighting 2 elites, so I'm going to rest. Yeah, and it was awful. Because I will scroll and then get an ad. And it's like, but I didn't want this ad. It's like, well, you're getting it now. You're going to get it. I think strength is probably better. It makes my shop worse. It's gonna be the next 5 combats, which includes the 2 things. 2 things. Maybe even up to 3 elites. So that seems kind of good. All the TikTok videos I would like get filtered to me by my friends. Yeah, my friends also send me social media content. And I don't... I feel like I don't find about as much. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of like what the most recent brain rot thing that got sent to me was, and I think it's grandma got blown up by a bazooka. I miss my grandma. She got blown up by a bazooka. Okay, what are we doing in the shop? We need like damage and stuff. This like really doesn't give me damage. Maybe Thrumming Hatchet is like, you know, like that's damage. It gives us damage every turn. Lets us spend energy on damage. Like every turn. Like, maybe it's good. Maybe it's kind of good. Do we think it's good? Because like I kind of want like this and this and this. I don't really like this potion, but I guess we'll keep it. Hatchet is decent. It's basically card draw. Yeah, it's letting me... It lets me spend 1 energy on attack, which is what I want to be doing. This 6 damage. Let's go. Let's do anything. First attacker skill you played is put on top of your... That's incredibly funny, because if we play the Thrumming Hatchet at the start every time, then it just doesn't... It's just bad. It's just not good. I guess if we played Neutralize first every turn, that's like kind of good. I think we just want damage. Here's an Ultimate Strike. We take 25. I could triple my block. Backstab, deflect, dodge, and roll. I mean, we kind of want a block. I don't want this dodge and roll. Deflect would work with acrobatics. We'll take this dodge and roll. And hope that it's good. Oh, frog. Piercing well, pretty good. I sort of want the hatchet. Hatchet does 11. That does more. It's like we can just block, right? I want to be able to land this follow through on the stuff that comes out. Wow, hatchet pretty good. Also, mummified hand pretty good. Not in our no powers deck, but it will be pretty good. I think we're skipping. I want to say we're skipping. This looks like a skipper. Poke and dagger, leading strike, dagger throw. I think we're still good. We're just not really doing much else. These are commons. We could dig! Oh my goodness! Is it time to dig? I feel like follow-through upgraded is going to be good for the boss. But so is getting a sick relic. That's not... okay. We got 2 upgrades. $17... $21... It says 23. That's not enough, surprisingly. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 10-point reflex bouncing flask. I want to say that this is not enough damage to kill the boss. So we're going to take this bouncing flask. Also helps us deal with the slippery shield. This looks pretty decent here. Phantom Blades, Dagger Spray, Dagger Throw. Yep. This deck sure is doing a whole lot of nothing. We could get another relic! We could get another relic! I think we're upgrading the follow-through so that we can upkeep. We want to be able to upkeep the weaken into the big attack turn, because if we drop weaken on the big attack turn, we're really sad. So well, this is what we wanted. Unfortunately, we're still taking a lot of damage. No follow-through. Darn. Well, we die. Maybe the bouncing flask was a bit ambitious. A little ambitious. Just a little bit. Just a little bit ambitious. Alrighty. 1 card reward, 150 gold, adding strikes and defense to my deck, which I basically never want to do. Well, from here we can dodge everything forever. But this also looks pretty good. This is kind of the same path, except it doesn't have a shop. It doesn't have 2 shops randomly. It doesn't have 1 to 2 shops. It doesn't have 0 to 2 shops in front of it. This is 3. This is 4, 2 question marks. Take the 150 gold and go this way. That's what we're doing. Oh no. Prepare without the D. Ah. Deadly Poison is a very bad strike plus. Let's go. I genuinely prefer Deadly Poison to Snakebite. I guess the idea is that Deadly Poison could be drawn on like a turn where I don't want to play it. Snakebite, I guess, could also do the same thing. But then I draw it multiple times because it doesn't have Retain. And then Snakebite has the opportunity to play itself on a turn where I'm literally taking 0 damage. Yeah, that's a difference, I suppose. Just feel like whenever I get to play Snakebite for free, it's like, feels broken. Just means I need to have turns where I get to play it for free, which is like kind of surprisingly kind of hard in a game like, say, the Spire. You'd be kind of surprised. But then you get to play it for free, and it's like, wow, that was so for free. This is 18 damage. They're different cards, but if I could only have one of them, I know which one I would choose. Yeah, that's fair. I bet you pick cards like Bubble Bubble as well. I bet that's the kind of player you are, picking Bubble Bubble. Whenever I get bullet time and can play my high-cost cards with mediocre payoff for free, it feels so nice. So true. So true. In this position, I would highly consider it. I was thinking about Dash, because we have no blocks in our deck. But, I mean, we could do it. I just feel like every time I draw a Bubble Bubble in my starting hand and I can't proc it, I want to, like, punch my monitor in. Which I guess the idea is that it's like, well, the opportunity cost of putting this card in my deck is that I will draw it, and then it'll be bad. And I can't be mad at it when it's bad, because when it's good, it's going to be pretty okay. Problem is that, like, when it's good, it's really not that good. It's, like, kind of whatever, you know? Need some blocks. That's obnoxious fumes. Immediately ignoring all the blocks to pick 4 poison cards. Well, the hope was that, you know, there was gonna be a defend in here, and there really was not a defend in here. Oh my goodness, wait, I could get... This gives me 3 block. could put it on deadly poison. It turns it into tiny block. I guess we put it on neutralize because that's also tiny block. There's also hidden gem. Could you imagine if I hidden gemmed like Snakebite? It'd be so lit. That's like probably impossible because it'll be in my hand. Droid doesn't scale with Dex. Oh, does it actually not? That's interesting. I kind of want to try Hidden Gem because I haven't done it before. Oh, it does. It does. Sorry. Reading's really hard, okay? When I'm trying to make decisions that are like, do I get this card or this one? Hidden Gem Tactician in a slide deck? Yeah, I mean, we would have to hit it. I guess that's the problem, is trying to hit this is like... It's like if you just wait, you know what I mean? Like if you... Well, you don't have to wait, you can just play it. Hidden Gem can hit a block card, so that's basically a block card. I mean... I feel like getting replay 2 on something is... Like, that's kind of good, right? Like, that's the basis to win a fight. We'll give it a shot. I'm wondering if I take this Tactician just to, like, take it. I feel like it's a bad idea. Okay. Hidden Gem is gambling, so it's basically getting to play Regent while playing Silent. Is Regent gambling? Is that... Well, Hidden Gem's pretty bad when there's no cards in my deck. Doesn't seem very good right now, does it? Weak push on last turn, I guess, was actually kind of reasonable. This is 12. 29. We just do it now anyways. Save some HP. Big skip for me. Regent sucks and you have to get really lucky to get past Act 1. Ah, I see. That's why. Okay, got it. I understand. Got it. We're just gonna rest. So we are hoping to draw Hidden Gem and have it be really good. There, I'm seeing the potential. I'm seeing the potential. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Hey, Hidden Gem's pretty good. Guys, anyone seen this Hidden Gem card? It's kind of crazy. Piercing Whale is basically a block card. Just a block card that exhausts. Pair, my favorite relic. Pair, my beloved. Okay, well, unfortunately, Hidden Gemming poison isn't as good in this fight. It's a bit of a hidden gem, you could say. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. We get to triple defend. That seems really good. Triple defending seems quite strong. Especially on the turn where I'm about to get my ass beat. God, we get Hidden Gem again? That's crazy. We do actually have a few more turns to play, so we do need to do this. $21. Acrobatics Tactician. I think we can take this acrobatics. Would love to have some block. Some block would be super cool. Like, pretty awesome if you ask me. Pen nib. Don't think we're going to be using that really. This saves me 9 HP. $13 plus 6. That's enough. Can we do something else though? Hello, rat. Rat number 2. Noxious Fumes number 2. Or Mirage. Did say we wanted some block. Hidden Gem on Defend is pretty good. I'm down with it. Probably need to be playing these in order to win the game. It's a lot of block. It's like 17 block. Every time I have brain rot, so every single time I hear 17 block, I hear 17 black. Very right. 17 black. Right. Right. 17 black. I mean, if we do like this, and we do 24 block, it's a lot of block. Best part of Hidden Gem is when you hit a power, it's like a free win. Yeah, I feel like the potential of Hidden Gem is quite high. It seems quite good. We just need to make sure we draw it so that we can play it. That's an After Image. After Image is sweet. It's maybe not incredible in this deck, but, you know, I'm kind of trying to find block anywhere I can find it. I think this is an upgrade Hidden Gem angle, and then we're just gonna replay 3 cards. It's gonna be crazy. Unless we don't find it on exactly turn 1, and then it's maybe a little bit more suspicious, but... Oh my god. I don't actually know if that's good. I don't actually, like, I'm not 100% sure. It's a little bit dubious. I want to save the Mirage for later. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright, let's hit our Hidden Gem again. Let's go. Where is it? my god, we didn't find it! Come on. Okay, we hidden gem? What did we hidden gem? Bubble bubble? Okay, we acrobatics 4 times. We find the card that we hidden gemmed. Okay, we did find it, but now I'm actually considering whether I should be blocking. But it was sweet that it was there. I mean, we gained like 4 block from this. That's fine. Okay, so it's going to poison, and then we want to draw, like, we want to draw our Mirage. Problem is, we can potentially not draw the Mirage, and that's a problem. So I kind of want to play this Acrobatics. Yeah, I think making a second, like, good block is probably worth it. Okay, our drop piles may be a little bit worse now. We hit a strike. That is a problem. For sure. We're not going to be drawing Mirage next turn. Do we have any combination that actually blocks 35? We need to draw... Yeah, if it's like... Defend, defend, survivor. That's... Damn. Damn. Well. This is so sad. It was really good, actually. I think we just got a little bit... We got a little bit ambitious with the power. We got a little bit ambitious with playing the acrobatics. Yeah, if we discarded blocks, then Snakebite killed me. Yeah, it was, you know, I think it was Snakebite. I'm gonna be real. I think it was Snakebite, yeah. I'm inclined to agree. I was gonna say if we can, like, play the exact same thing and then get to the point and then discard blocks and see if that helps, but I think the problem is if we draw 3 defense, right? Like, even if we drew 3 defense here, we would kind of still be dead. Ooh, but we could have hit replay on a defend instead of the strike, and then this would have been 50. So true. So true. Well. We had a plan, it just didn't work out. Our plan was to either Mirage it, or to Hidden Gem a block, I guess, was the other plan. And it just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. It's too bad. It was going to be the Hidden Gem story. Well, at least we know Hidden Gem is really good. Okay, we have 150 gold, draw 2 at the start of Elite Combats, and then Hefty Tablet. Not a huge Hefty Tablet gamer, but I think it's what we have. Paths are a bit awkward. Kind of like this. And then I guess there's like this into over there. There's also a late shop. So long as you can manage to not die immediately, Hidden Gem is good. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. The Hunt. There was also an Adrenaline, but Hunt on 4-1 is pretty good. I know it was kind of a meme, but, you know, I would prefer if we did not actually track my lost streak. At least in the chat. That'd be preferable. Here is the hunt. We have Flick Flack. We have... This is like 6 cards. I mean, I guess that means I need to... think. It's a lot of thinking. I mean, Backflip is a good card. Sort of interested in Backflip. I don't know how interested I am in Cloak and Dagger or Flick Flag. We have, like, encounters to go. I think I'm only sort of really interested in this card. We have several card rewards to go. Okay. Dagger sprays, some AoE. You like AoE. Acro's just kind of good. Kind of taking the haze, I suppose, with the acrobatics. Lose all your gold, transform 2 cards. Sure. Strike defend. After image leading strike. Huh. Okay. Attack and block. We do. We get attack and block. When we attack, we get block. Isn't that impressive? I think it's pretty impressive. Piercing Whale. Speedster. I mean, we could attempt to speedster into the sun. I'm kind of about it. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of about it and I'm feeling it. I think I'm feeling it. We just need to get like 70 more acrobatics. I haven't fought these guys in a while. What is our plan? It's actually, it's a little more dubious here, huh? Kind of want to get rid of the guy at the back. I'm just going to blow my potions on this. I don't want to deal with this shit. It's why card adding decks are the Regent's WinCon. Oh, it makes sense, but also not. That transforming cards counts as adding cards to your deck, so it triggers Lucky Fish. It's been like 10 runs since I last fought the Raiders. It's been 10 runs. Another backflip. It's an escape plan. Let's go. Love to see it. Backflip number 2. Rest. I think we just want hallway fights. I don't even need to fight the elites. When we fight the elites, it's like pretty good card rewards. I just don't know if our deck can actually fight an elite or not. Because Speedster is Speedster's pretty low output until like you actually get it going, so the thing is we like need to get it going. And that's like kinda hard. Until we have gotten it going, we will maybe avoid the elites. Looking for Piercing Whale. We didn't find it. Here's Piercing Whale. Not on this turn, bud. Eesh. Those don't say draw cards. Expertise says draw cards, kind of, but not really in the way that we want to. Feel like we might need a little bit more damage. No. This up my sleeve with After Image is kind of poor block. I'm wondering like what damage I want to add to this deck so that I can do damage in conjunction with the Speedster. I feel like Up My Sleeve is not a bad one. Sure. It's damage. Now, are we fighting this elite? If we fight Bird, Frog, Statue. I think this deck dies to Statue. I think it just dies. So we're gonna continue being scared. I think we need a little bit more time. Just a wee bit more time. What does this do if you upgrade it? 15? What are we upgrading, though? It's like, I feel like upgrading Speedster is a little ambitious. We want higher block if we draw Speedster. So if we upgraded Backflip into Speedster, that's more block. Hello, Akabeko. Beggar Spray with Akabeko is pretty good. We don't have a whole lot of gold for the shop, but it's fine. Production, I would have wanted that. Skill so that we can resolve Speedster. We don't have to. Just chill. $24. Oh, it got weakened. Did I do that? Did I apply the weaken to it? There is still a neutralize in there. There is still a neutralize in there. Unfortunately, that passes our hunt. Ah, we found it again. Oh, it's slightly not enough damage. That's so tragic. Oh, but that's enough damage. Let's go. Echoing Slash. I'm like, but what if we just take it? I mean, like, slightly more AoE for the kin. I don't think so, though. I think it's going to be a no from me. Transform a card or upgrade a card. I think there was a bunch of stuff we wanted to upgrade, right? Upgrading this backflip makes me happy. Alright. Fuck. This is probably the one we were least happy about. Are we greedy? Dude, I'm literally so greedy. I'm the greediest you've ever seen. My sleeve again. Aww. I mean, I don't just want to see her up my sleeves again, right? Like, that's sort of what we're trying to do. Take one. Take two. Okay, how greedy are we? Like, are we the greediest person you've ever seen in your entire life? Levels of greed? Would you trade, like, how much is it going to be? 9, 35, 33? Would you trade 16 HP to have the chance at triggering the hunt? 16, it could be slightly less than that. It could be, like... But what is it? Okay, I'm gonna play this because it doesn't actually, like, change it from losing or not losing. Okay. So it would be taking 13 damage for, like, a chance at 2, like, rare cards, potentially. Maybe I wanted to leave Neutralize open. Okay, so this is now 6, 9, 69? 69 block. It's not 69 block, it's 6-9. 15, 26. Do we want to go down to 1 for the potential? For the potential at getting 2 rares. 9, 15, 26. My greed. My greed knows no bounds. Alright, these card rewards better be sick. Oh god. Thank you, Cesar, for the 38 months. 4 months more to see a full stream of On Milkia. What? Since when? Did I agree to that? You have a clip of that? Well, Calculated Gamble's pretty sweet. That second card reward really coming in clutch. I mean, I think prepared is actually not bad here. Because it lets us play a whole bunch of like card draw, lets us resolve Speedster more easily. Yeah, I was like, what's special about 42 months? I have no idea. I do not know. Where's my super chat? Yeah, I do find it funny that it's like, I'm gonna need a clip of that. Me who has like no ways to possibly ever receive that clip. Okay, we Beetlejuice you. It's 12 plus 6. Holy moly. Hello, Backrobatics. There's Calc Gamble. Is it the time to do that? I think so. And now is the time to prepare, or do AoE? We draw Escape Plan next turn. I don't think we need to prepare next turn. We just play this thing. How are the runs going? Have you had any luck? We have not won a single run. But that's okay. Remember that the hunt only counts against the main guy. Yes. We are giga sandbagging it. So up my sleeve is 4 block and damage. We would like it to not cost 2. Okay, we have now blocked. 69 HP. Hunt is in the deck. We kind of like don't want to draw it right now. So can we do this without that? And go like, this is 2... I mean, this is probably okay. And then... we draw Prepare and Hunt. We have 13 damage. This is 13 damage. We are getting debuff though. I don't know if that's like frail or something. We'll take 2 damage, it's fine. We are about to hunt this boss. Double rare card reward. Kinda sick. Burst. Hey, look, it's a grand finale. Murder, Assassinate, Accelerant. I mean, we could take Murder. Murder is something that gives us a little bit more damage. Burst? Burst is just good. I think Burst is just good from here. And then I think I want to take the Assassinate because it makes hallway fights easier. If I can't see Von Milkia for my birthday, there's no reason to keep us alive. Damn. You really, like, you want the milkers so bad. You know, Cesar, I really appreciate you being here. I do kind of wonder if, like, was it impossible to not find, like, Flaris but big booby version? Like, surely that's out there somewhere. There's, like, a bajillion VTubers. Right? Does that just not exist? I swear, okay, for real, on God, I swear I've seen, like, skebs that look very, very close to my bang structure, but then it's, like, big booby, and I'm like, oh, that's not me. Because I keep thinking, like, oh my God, did a fan, like, commission a skeb out of nowhere? That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, none of them are me. Well, none of the skebs are me, because they're big booby instead of not. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like if we're chasing the booba, then there's people for that. I've yet to be impressed by Murder. I've only had it do anything in fights I had already won, but I may just not be taking it in the right spots. I feel like I have taken Murder in, like, slow poison decks to help me win in fights that, like, it needs to happen sooner. So I've taken it as, like, accelerant, basically. Because, like, there will be some card draw, I'll draw through my deck, eventually it'll do 50 on the turn right before I die. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't think this deck needs it. Which is why we're taking the Assassinate. For someone, I've been long enough to enjoy the way you do the stream. That's very flattering. Okay. I mean, hopefully I remember. Apparently I didn't remember your super chat, so... Okay, we have gain additional energy after your third turn. That's... I really don't like Pale Flesh because, like, 3 turns is a lot of turns, man. It's, like, really far away. I really don't like Pale's Tooth because it's, like, at the start of Act 2 and it's, like... I don't know if I'm gonna get those cards back, bro. Like, I guess I could live without Speedster Burst, maybe? Like, we could survive off of just up my sleeve, backflip, but then what? Like, acro? I don't know if I live without the acro. Murder appears in 110% of my Speedster decks as a kill card for annoying bosses and elites. Yeah, I think Speedster doesn't have enough output by itself. Like, it kind of, it's just sort of, like, not enough. I really like Tears, Blood, and Legion. The rest are hit and miss. Yeah, the thing is, Legion is good if I'm paying attention, I think. I'll take Legion. I think we want to be able to, like, double a backflip and then play acrobatics. Or not acrobatics, Speedster. Okay, so... do we need solutions to bosses? Or to mini-bosses? What do I need for this deck? I feel like I need to upgrade Burst. That's kind of what I'm looking at, is upgrading Burst and Speedster. Maybe a little bit of additional... damage or dexterity or something like that. So, like, a footwork. Isn't really a way to avoid an elite this act. This looks safest leading up to this one. And then we can avoid. And that hits a number of bonfires for our upgrade burst and also probably heal. So Speedster pre-prepared had more than enough damage. That's not been my experience. I have put 2 speedsters into play and then not had enough damage. So it's like, it feels like it just needs a little bit of something. Just a little bit of something. But it could also just be like bad. It could potentially. There's a potential here that I'm not playing the game optimally. It's possible. I will tell you that it is. You know, I don't want to be the person to admit it, because I know that I must look like an incredibly good Slay the Spire player as you're watching me. But it is possible that I'm not actually good at this game. It's entirely possible. I don't know, though. It's kind of up in the air. It's a little up in the air. Where is my hunt? None of those are hunt. There's the hunt. So expose. Follow through pinpoint. Think I care about any of these. Maybe piercing whale. Take a second piercing whale. Just take a second piercing whale and it's good. I don't know. You're super pro. If you make a super complete run, where's the fun in that? So true, Cesar. If I just win, then what even is the point? We need to have a little bit of dynamics, you know? To be a little bit more dynamic. I love that they changed Snecko Potion to only change cost for that turn rather than until end of combat. Yeah, that is good, and also very funny that the context of that is probably to stop infinite combos, but also, like, you know... Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how to make sure this guy doesn't leave with my speedster, because that's kind of like our entire deck. I think it involves drawing cards. Cool pass. Pretty cool pass. So the thing is, it's going to run away with my card next turn. So I feel like we don't actually want to knock it down. I feel like we want to knock it down next turn. Which I guess the question is, are we going to have more damage next turn? Like, is that why we're doing this? Oh, but we want the hunt to get shuffled in. I do think that this is kind of what we were hoping for. Now we draw the hunt and everything is okay. No, we didn't draw it. We suck. I think we're good. We don't play a block. Because we have the guy that helps us block. It's a little rough. This is the bug from Helldivers. I guess you could see it that way. I think we're dead. Damn, that's too bad. We live at 1. God, I hate Hunter Killer. So real. They really do just be the worst, huh? Yeah, that's unfortunate. This is kind of what I mean when I said it doesn't have, like, enough output by itself. Our supporting cards were kind of like up my sleeve, assassinate, stuff like that. I'm curious, was there anything we could do? Because I don't think we could. I think our supporting cards were like play 0 costs and then like we sort of die. It was like, I think assassinate up my sleeve is probably correct. And then we didn't block because we wanted to save it. Maybe, you know, playing Hunt is a good idea. So it's like not in the deck. It's kind of hard to see the future on that though. Because like the Hunt is in our deck with the purpose of it being good, right? So we prepared here so that we could have more energy next turn, which maybe we don't need. But the thing is the Speedster's in our deck, and it's like, okay, well, if we want to play the Speedster, we probably need the energy, right? So like, there's the Speedster. We maybe wanted to block first. I think our draw order is different because of, like, certain choices we made. Survive at 3. Wow. This is 12 damage. Yeah, I mean, like, as you can see, it was still pretty not good. And also needing to see the future on the Hunt is kind of rough. Possible, not very probable. Yeah, I think that's the fight that, like, we need murder for. So maybe we just take the murder. I mean, we took assassinate. The thing is, like, assassinate is for things that we need to kill immediately, like the bull bugs. Like, if I killed the nectar bull bug really fast off of assassinate, like, that's pretty good. Whereas there, we just wanted murder because we happened to find hunter killer. We could have just not found hunter killer. No. 2 times 0 is still 0. 4 times 0, however, is 4. I think the last time I took stone humidifier was actually really good. But this looks kind of nice. You can also do the fucking gauntlet on the left. Yeah. It's like 3 rest sites. We get like 15 max HP. It's kind of lit. Or we could choose a rare card. I kind of want to choose a rare card. I know that, like, particularly with this path, it's kind of like, ooh, stone humidifier seems like really good. Like, wow, that looks kind of good. But like, I just really want a rare card. Assassinate makes my life a lot easier. Abrasive is like kind of cool. Abrasive, the thorns are also good at getting rid of the stuff on Vantum, the slippery. I do want to remove this injury like immediately though. But what about the late shop though? I think we save it. Go to the shop later. Rough. They're the blocks I needed. Okay, we have some attacks. I think dagger throw, so that we can pitch our thingy for a good card. Blar. Oh, my clothes are covered in white goopy stuff because I got gooped all over. Oh, sorry, you said green. Oh, my bad. I mean, piercing whale, bouncing flask, leading strike. This is a block. Don't say those things. I mean, you were the one that I thought typed. There's another block. Where's my dagnage? Wait, did I just have the... Oh, I pitched it with dagger throw. You're the one that said white? Yeah, but that's because I thought you typed white. So maybe, you know, typing messages that make me think that it says white on it. I'm saying that this is your fault, and I think that none of it is my fault. And actually, all of it is your fault. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm saying that this situation that we found ourselves in is actually surprisingly not my fault at all. And it's instead the chatters who are wrong. So now that we've taken 7 billion years to do this fight, it's finally over. Ricochet is damage. So is Thorns plus. Fight Frog, the bird, and the statue. I think in those scenarios I maybe want upgraded Ricochet. But upgrading Thorns, like, feels so cool, you know what I mean? It, like, feels cool. Like, I feel really cool when I do it. Does that make sense? I don't feel cool when I upgrade Ricochet. It's like 3 damage, but I feel cool when I get 2 more Thorns. This makes me feel cool. It's my fault just because those reasons? It seems unfair. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that everything I say is valid, and everything you say is not valid. Just how it goes. Like, I don't make the rules. You'll have to take it up with me, despite the fact that I don't make the rules. Oh my god. How could this have possibly happened to me? My explosive potion was 9 HP. It's a VTuber privilege? It is. How did you know? Does dagger throw too? Electric Boogaloo? This is where I get a little confused if I actually want to pick another dagger throw. I'm gonna try it. Even though I don't actually think I want it. Oh my god. It's the fucking Goon Squad. Wow. Pretty good hits. Let's go Goon Squad. Dude, this guy is so dead. That's crazy. Look at all the damage. We did so much damage. Do not think these support what we are trying to do. I kind of want the Potion of Binding, but I also kind of don't want it. Bowler hat. I can put Slither on something. Or I could change something into Toric Toughness. I don't think Slither is that good. And I guess Strike into Toric Toughness is kind of good. Now, do I want to upgrade it? Is a great question. Sure. Easiest top deck of my life? That is a strike. We could also, like, Gambler's Brew this Ricochet, which would be kind of heavy metal. was definitely hoping to have this figured out by now, but I don't. So, here goes. Untouchable is great. Love to see that. Membership card. Yippee! I love Assassinate too, but I can't buy it. So tragic. It's like one of my favorite make the game a lot easier card. Do I feel like this can kill the boss? Probably. I'm gonna say probably. Hello, bird. Let's just draw the abrasive. It's gonna be really good. There's the abrasive. Repair. Do we want another discard outlet? We have 1, 2, 3. I could see it. Upgrade the donut, it means more sugar to your life, which is more happiness in your life, which also means less life expectations. A sauce and a soda, and we can make a dinner with the bird. Just imagine the possibilities. I'm picturing them. I'm picturing a world where this prepare has the D in it, and it's a lot better. I think we rest. Big rest angle. We're really hoping that this, this ricochet, not ricochet, this abrasive carries. It's kind of the hope. Is ricochet here better than toric toughnessing? I'm gonna go with no. This is 30 damage. Not that important to there, I think. We can just block. Now I would like to block. A little more scared now. $34. Oh my goodness. So this isn't enough, right? That's 12. That's 32. think resting was a decent choice. Do we think resting was necessary? Ooh, burst toric toughness is kind of lit. We'll continue doing no damage. I mean, it's not like Storm of Steel and Venom is particularly, like, good. I'm not super excited about these. Maybe Storm of Steel to, like, actually have damage? Like, I don't know, man. Just give me the burst. Just burst on me, dude. Okay, relax is kind of sweet. We like relax. Bursting a relax would be kind of nuts. Or we could do a billion hallway fights and get a bunch of relics. I don't feel that confident winning a billion hallway fights, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel particularly confident in doing many things in this game. Or we could get double block. Double block every few turns. Ooh, plus toric toughness. I think we had that synergy before. It's actually kind of sweet. I believe. I believe we can assemble it, I believe. So I'm kind of looking at this. Or if we're struggling, we can dodge. We can just, like, continue dodging. There's also these, like, shops. Not huge on relax. I think I just like relax, but I don't actually think it's maybe, like, a lot worse than I think it is. So double prepared is on the table. Single prepare now, I think. Well, I'm really glad we didn't use the Spire potion. Acrobatics seems good. Still trying to figure out what our deck wants to actually do. We have a lot of time. Like, we have a lot of, yeah, a lot of time if we can land Toric Toughness on double. Particularly with Burst. It gives us, like, a lot of time. We still haven't removed this injury. I think I was supposed to do that last act, I just kind of, like, forgot. I would like that back, please. It's gonna be a no. Add 2 enlightenments. Don't think that matters. We'll just remove this injury. Big Toric Toughness. Surprisingly, we still need to block. You don't have to wail. Just take a little bit of extra damage. I want to kill it with the thorns. I don't think we can. Yeah, maybe this is the footwork that we've been looking for. It's not exciting. Oh. No. I just didn't want it to be the case, you know what I mean? I didn't want it to be the case that I had to actually just pay 3 for that card. Still backflip into it here, and then... Nope. It's funny. That is 45 damage. What if it wasn't 45 damage? Oh god. Now it's 34 damage. Nice anticipate. Oh, that was just lethal. Well. Can't remember the last time I had Infested Prism fight go until it dealt 15 times 3 damage. Yeah, I mean, our deck wasn't exactly fast. Our damage was like literally Abrasive Ricochet. What were we looking for? Maybe like a poison card? Could I have drafted a poison card at some point in time? A poison card after I got the burst. I would view that as a mistake. Thoughts on the balance changes? I think Prepared is probably not a fair card to exist, but also I really miss it. It was like... What do I say? Like, it made Speedster better, it made Corrosive Wave better, it made all of the Sly cards that I wanted to pick better, you know? I feel like paying 1 energy now for like get energy later is just really not it. You know what I mean? It's not very good. I wish it could exist without also enabling combos. Yeah. I mean, my thought for the card was like give it the text like exhaust and then put this card from the exhaust into the discard pile next turn. Like it I think they should just make a keyword for effectively hard once per turn by going it goes to the exhaust pile, then gets put into the discard pile at the start of next turn. And then you can have powerful effects that are like prepared or like the Doom energy card or production that don't exhaust because fights potentially go longer than like a single deck cycle, but don't enable infinites. He's fully CZN brain. That is where I got the idea from. But I do think having like a used card pile function while not having everything go to the used card pile is actually not a bad idea. Yeah. I mean, I would send feedback about that, but I don't think that they're gonna do it. If they could keyword the used card pile, that'd be super awesome. I mean, they kind of already did. Yeah, I haven't really played the other characters, so I don't have comments on the other stuff. Aside from the... So, like, let's say that the balance was aggressive, and currently the characters are not very powerful. Like, let's assume that for a second. I think that the overall design philosophy of cutting infinites is where I personally want the game to be. Because I do not like infinites. I think they trivialize a lot of stuff. I recognize that the fight pool has a lot to do with whether or not infinites are feasible, but also I think a lot of the things that make infinites harder make fair combos, like finite combos, harder. But so I'd rather exist in a game where the fights that punish playing a lot of cards are a little bit easier so that I can play finite combos, but the card pool doesn't allow me to go infinite. That's what I would prefer, I think. So I think they should tone down on fights like Hunter Killer and Test Subject Phase 1 and Doormaker is a little strong. I feel like if those fights were easier, but they completely cut every infinite combo out of the game, I'd be a lot happier. Yeah, so Howl from the Beyond... Basically, if this was keyworded, except instead of play it, it says move to your discard pile. So at the start of your turn, if this is in your exhaust pile, move it to your discard pile. Keyword that as like once per turn. Like some like keyword that says that this is effectively once per turn. I don't know what it'd be called. It'd be like... I think I wanted to call it... So first of all, to share my thoughts, I'm already thinking of including this as a mechanic on Flagbearer. Like, just raw. So that you can play, like, the zero-cost gain energy card. You'd also have to give it exhaust. Yeah, I mean, you'd put exhaust on it. So I guess it would say... I don't know if you'd want to put exhaust in a separate line of text. I guess, so, yeah. I was thinking of calling the keyword flicker. So it's something that, like, you know, is there and it kind of flickers away and then it comes back. I would call the keyword flicker, and it would say exhaust. I don't know if you could separate it as well. You could put, like, flicker at the bottom and then underneath it exhaust. But it's like... exhaust. Yeah, you'd probably need to just put exhaust somewhere else. Like, it would say flicker exhaust, I think. And then it's at the start of your turn, if this card is in your exhaust pile, move it to your discard pile. So that we can have powerful cards like prepared, but they don't make infinites. I haven't played the other characters to know what the other characters do. But yes, I was thinking of making, like, some of the stronger energy cards have flicker. And then maybe there's some, like, play every card with flicker in your exhaust pile type knife trap card on Flag Bearer. I guess if that card doesn't have flicker, then it would... First of all, if it had flicker, it would go infinite with 2 copies of itself. But also, if it doesn't have flicker, then you could potentially draw it again and then just play it again, and then you have access to the things, then that's an infinite, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be it for today. Because I have some stuff I need to do that I'm behind on, and we're playing tomorrow anyways, so... Just pull an Exhume and make it not work on itself. Yeah, I guess if it had flicker and then it just, like, doesn't play itself, yeah, that would work. Anyways. Yeah, my dream is that they introduce flicker as a keyword and then it just works. And then they make every good card that is extremely powerful once per turn, and then we get to have powerful cards. Because God, I miss Prepared. Every time I pick Prepare, because I'm like, ooh, I kind of want this card too, and Energy is kind of good because next turn I'm going to draw a bunch of cards, it kind of just doesn't work out. It kind of just doesn't work out, so... Yep. I mean, I do want to keep playing. I do kind of want to keep playing. What do I have to do? And I certainly have a lot of editing that I need to do still. Yeah. I think that is going to be it for today. It's going to be it. So... If you're still here, I'm going to say, hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support as always, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.